Thank you. Thank you very much.
Welcome to Defining Your Terms number 4, bullying. Well, let's take a look at bullying in the real world. And let me tell you right now, yes, bullying and harassment most definitely are part of your diversity program. They are all inclusive. So let's look at bullying. If I pick on you and pick on you and pick on you and pick on you, that is bullying. And I'm just going to pick on you because I don't like you, because you like the wrong team, because you went to a different high school than me, something that is not a protected class. But let's say that I pick on you because of your protected class. And of course, protected classes, race, color, religion, national origin, sex, pregnancy, disability, those types of things. Okay? And a lot of protected classes out there, but you get the idea. I pick on you because you're an old fart. I pick on you because you're different, because you have autism. I'm picking on you for any protected class reason. That's harassment. So think of it this way. If you have bullying, you have an intolerant workplace because I'm persecuting you because you're different. And let me tell you right now, that will always transfer into harassment, because several times a year, I'll have a situation where one person's picking on someone else because they just don't like them. I don't like you. Now that's legal, but you shouldn't allow it because you're persecuting someone because they're different. But I'm going to pick on you and pick on you and pick on you. And then one day, old fart comes out of my mouth. Or I call someone just a stupid witch with a consonant change a little bit there. Okay. Because of what's come out of my mouth, I've just transformed that bullying into harassment. Now you've got legal problems in addition to all the other issues that you've got with bullying. Now, is there bullying in our schools? Let me just clue you in here, all right, in case you haven't noticed. Like maybe you haven't turned on a TV or a radio in the last 10 years or 20 years. Bullying is a national epidemic. Depending on who you talk to, we have a schoolhouse shooting every week to week and a half. That's deplorable. Every day, 160,000 American children skip school in order to avoid being bullied. Half of all teenage suicides are due to bullying. There are about 4,400 teenage suicides every year. And for every teen suicide, there are 100 attempts. Now, if our schools are like that, what are our workplaces like? And understand, I want you to keep thinking, why do we have bullying? Because we're persecuting someone because they're different, and we're not doing anything about it. 2007 Gallup poll. 77% of all Americans said they hate their job. Not that they just don't like it. I'd rather not go in today. Sunday night in 2007, Sunday night, 77% of all Americans got this sick feeling in their gut watching Desperate Housewives just over the thought of going into that hellhole tomorrow. And it's not getting better. 2014 Gallup poll, only about 30% of all Americans said they're engaged. That means they go into work every day and do the best they can. What does 70% do? 70% of all Americans do just enough so they don't get fired. And 17% are actively disengaged. What's that mean? That is a very diplomatic way of saying they're spitting in your chili. They're sabotaging you. They hate the way they're being treated so bad that they're sabotaging their own employer. Now here's the $100 million question. Why do so many Americans say they hate their jobs? Is it the work that they're doing or the people? Overwhelmingly, number one reason most Americans say they hate their job is because they feel like they're being bullied. Bullied, just like school. And I'll tell you right now, most of us go all the way through American school systems and get a PhD in bullying. And a lot of these same folks get jobs and continue the same thing. Now here's three types of bullies. You got your barbarian bully in the middle. We'll talk about him. But then you got your little attacker. That's fight, from fight or flight. That's Simon Cowell on the far right. That's your little devil attacker. Oh, I tell it like it is. And then you got your little retreater on the end over here. That's flight. That's Aunt B from the Andy Griffith Show for all you younger people. I'm a nice person. I would never want to upset you. I never confront issues. I wait until you leave. And then I gut you from ear to ear because I'm nice. Now, really think what we're talking about here. I'm going to persecute you because you're different. This isn't a race issue, isn't a religion issue. This is a human issue, and bullying should be one of the cornerstones of your diversity program. So let's look at some definitions of bullying. I love these. This is from Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Abusing and mistreating someone vulnerable by someone stronger and more powerful. Or dictionary.com, I love this. A blustering, quarrelsome, overbearing person who habitually badgers and intimidates smaller or weaker people. Well, that's Jerry Sandusky, isn't it? I'm not going to persecute you because you're different. I'm not going to persecute you because you're smaller and weaker. So, why do they do it? Why do bullies bully other people? Well, look at this. I have low self-esteem. I don't feel good about myself. So rather than boosting my self-esteem with my accomplishments where I can control my ego and emotions. See, if I can control my ego and emotions and I'm building myself up by working harder, well, I can be a better communicator, honest and respectful to the people around me. I can focus on my goals, and that builds trust between you and I. But what do most people do? Look at the low self-esteem. People put the pedal to the metal and overcompensate. I have uncontrolled ego and emotions. So guess what? I am very intolerant of anyone who disagrees with me. So actually, I become hypersensitive. If you disagree with me, I'll get you. Well, that kills the trust throughout your entire organization. So much for your team. That is the bullying effect. I have low self-esteem, so I overcompensate because I am so much taller when I stand on top of more bodies. Now, let's put the dots together here. You show me someone who is intolerant. I'll persecute anybody who's different than me. That's a bully. And that's an emotional child. I can't control my ego and emotions. Emotional intelligence means I can control, most of the time, control my ego and emotions. I'm not going to persecute you because you disagree with me, and I'm not going to attack you and get you because you think different than me, because you disagreed with me. You show me an intolerant person, I will show you an emotional child. So very simply, your diversity program is for diversity. It is for inclusion, but it's also to deal with the bullies that is out of control in this country, from the schools to our workplaces. You've got to address these issues. What's that mean? In your organization, it should be written in stone. I am not going to persecute people who are different. I'm not going to pick on people because they're in a different power position than me. I'm not going to pick on people that are weaker. I'm not going to pick on people that disagree with me. Because I'll tell you, you show me someone who is intolerant of other people, I will show you a bully. and I will show you an emotional child. They are all the same things, and tolerance fixes that. Well, thank you for taking the time to go through this program with me. If you want more information on these types of topics, please feel free to go to my website at scottwarwick.com or shoot me an email at scott@scottwarwick.com.